Hello everyone and welcome to Knott's Berry Farm. I'm sorry I would have been able to get footage or start the vlog outside the park, but getting in was so crazy. Like, there was a lot of people here, but I'm really excited anyway because it's the opening weekend of the Boysenberry Festival. So the event officially started yesterday, and today is my first visit here for this year, so I'm really excited to get on the rides again and to try the food for this year. They have some new food such as boysenberry flank steak on mashed potatoes, which I've never had before, but I'm really excited to try it today. I just got off a Ghost Rider for 2 rides on it. We have early pass holder entrance 9 o'clock, so the park opens at 10. Right now it is 9:30, so I'm gonna see what to do. I think I'm gonna go to hang time now, but yeah, expecting a lot of crowds today. I'm really excited though, so let's see. I'm walking through Ghost Town right now. I'm looking at all the boysenberry decorations and like different flowers and all these new decorations you usually don't see during the normal season. It's probably one of my favorite events throughout the year at the park, except the only one thing I don't like about it is the crowds. But this is like seriously one of my favorite events because it's so well decorated and the food is delicious. You know, it's really cool to celebrate boysenberries, and oh look, there's hang time. Yeah, so let's go see if hang time's open. I'm walking in hang time's queue, and well, I mean, the line's not very long, which is great because the Ghost Rider's line is about 30 minutes right now, even with the early entry for pass holders. But as you can see, it's pretty dead right now. I mean, no one's in the back of the park. Everyone's trying to get their rides in on Ghost Rider. Accelerator sadly is closed today for maintenance, but it will open up in a few weeks for spring break. So that's pretty cool, I guess, you know, just to open it for the crowds. But yeah, time to get a ride on hang time. Let's go. Now I'm heading over to the log ride. I can see really how dead the park is with early entry in it. As you can tell, there's nobody here. It's pretty amazing. So I'm gonna try the log ride now because I haven't been on in such a long time because it's been under refurbishment for about 2 months. So now I can ride it again, which is pretty crazy. Considering I think I haven't ridden it since last year. Like, it's just such a long time. Considering it's March now, almost April. So I just got off the log ride over there. As you can see, I'm actually kind of wet. You know, I seem like they had the water level kind of higher than normal. I'm gonna notice it's gonna be pretty warm today. I can definitely tell it's warming up than it was earlier. It's actually pretty good. I'm really glad that Knott is continuing to restore the ride, keep it up to date, like pretty fresh. All the animatronics seem to be working, as I can tell. I think the only thing they changed from the last time I went on, I think there was like a new smell in one of the scenes. But other than that, you know, it's pretty much seems like they stayed the same, you know, just keeping it refreshed and up to date. But I think I'm gonna go ride Supreme Scream now, you know. Still an entry, you know, there's no one in here yet, so the park's pretty dead. Let's take advantage of it. I decided to change my mind and not do Supreme Scream. I realized it was just 10 o'clock right now, so that's when the park is opening. So I think I'm gonna do Montezuma's or Silver Bullet so I can beat the Lions, because those usually have pretty long lines throughout the day, especially since they're towards the front of the park. I want to make sure that I beat the crowds there, so let's go. I am the only one in the station besides the people on the train. Wow. Let's ride Montezuma's.
Clear, dispatch.
I just got off of Montezuma's Revenge for a front row and a back row, and that was probably my best ride on it. It definitely seemed like it was going a good 2 to 3 miles per hour faster, and while that may not seem a lot, it definitely makes a huge difference because it definitely seemed like it was going higher on the hills and it was going faster through the loop. So that was pretty good. So it was a little, caught me off guard a little bit, but it was very noticeable because you could tell that you were going up higher on the spikes, you're going faster in the launch, going faster in the loop. Other than that, you know, it's still an amazing ride. You know, going back to the topic of Knott's trying to restore rides, they do a really good job keeping this one running because it's really old. Like, it's like built in the 70s and it's about 40, it's over 40 years old. And just to see that it's still running just as well as it probably did in the past really makes me happy, and I hope they don't get rid of it in the future, considering how old it is. But yeah, so it's a beautiful day here at Knott's. I'm walking through Camp Snoopy at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. Maybe Sierra Sidewinder or Jaguar, I don't know. Silver Bullet's still testing. I might go over there later, try to beat the crowds, but other than that, it's a pretty good day. The park is now open up to everybody. It is past 10 o'clock, and Silver Bullet looks to be open, so I think I'm gonna go hit that next, so to beat the crowds. I think everybody went over the Ghost Rider. Let's do this. I just got off an amazing ride on Silver Bullet in the front row. It was running really well today, actually. It's starting to warm up a little bit. It's noticeably a lot warmer now, and the crowds have definitely begun to come in. When I was going over the Cobra Roll, I can tell there's a lot of people coming in the entrance, so I can definitely tell it's gonna be a crowded day. But I mean, it is Saturday. Most schools are on spring break. It's also the Boysenberry Festival too, so a lot of people are gonna come to that because it's only lasts a month. So yeah, so we're just walking around Ghost Town. I think I might do Pony Express now, and then I might try some Boysenberry food and get the tasting card. So let's see. Boysenberry Festival. We're passing by Calico River Rapids and seeing that it's under construction for this year, and will open in a few months hopefully. But I've noticed that they put up walls now which weren't there in the past. But I wonder if they're actually gonna do construction now because we haven't seen a lot of progress. Oh wait, we've got progress. It looks like they're building some structures for the, oh wait, we got a new platform. I just realized that. Right there. Wow, okay, so we got a lot of construction happening on Calico River Rapids, which is very, very exciting. Considering we haven't seen a lot of progress in the past few weeks or even months. So it's great to see that Knott's is beginning to start constructing it. We got some stuff over there. Pony seems to be closed at the moment, sadly. But yeah, it's got footers everywhere. Got, I don't know how many scenes there are, but we got definitely quite a few. So that's exciting to see the development of them in the near future. The thing I've noticed is that they painted these, I don't know what to call them, like kind of like barriers for the ride where the rafts would hit them rather than the rocks. But before they were like a dark maroon and like brown, so I don't know why they did that, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it looks pretty nice. I don't know like what will happen in this area. You know, there's a lot of construction happening. I can hear tools being drilled and happening over in the distance. And I do see these new trees that have been planted about a month or two ago. They actually look really nice. You know, this area is going to look really nice when the new ride opens, so I'm also excited for that. And I'm walking past the bumper cars here. Not a whole lot happening. All the crowds are towards the front, I'm sure, at Ghost Rider. I don't really know what to do. I guess I'm just going to walk around and see what there is. Might get a Boysenberry Punch. I don't know. We'll see. I just did Coast Rider. It's pretty good. Yeah, the shin guards still suck. It's a little rough. I think that they smoothen the drop a little bit, so that's pretty nice. So the drop isn't too unbearable. But it was actually pretty smooth for the first half. I think I'm gonna do Wipeout now. I mean, there's no lines, so that's pretty good, but it's still a pretty good flat ride. I'm actually really glad they brought this back shortly after they opened hang time. So, you know, let's go ahead and take a spin on it. So I just tried the boysenberry waffle and tortilla chips. I thought they were actually both pretty good. The waffle is alright, so is the boysenberry tortilla chips. They're both pretty good. Like, they definitely had a strong boysenberry taste, which is good, so they're incorporating that along with the food. It wasn't my favorite though. I might try later on more like meat items like the sausage or the flank steak, but I have 6 items left on my tasting card, so I'll have to see, you know, what happens. It's getting pretty crowded here today. As it's, you know, almost 1 o'clock right now. Hang time's running right behind me, but everything's about an hour away. Ghost Rider's wait goes to the entrance, which really sucks, but I mean, I don't know, it's a pretty good day here at Knott. It's very beautiful, not too hot, it's pretty decent, which probably is why the crowds are out here, but yeah, it's pretty good. I finally got it. I got the boysenberry sausage. Oh, I'm really excited for this. I had to wait a little bit because the line was kind of long, but this was one of my favorite items last year. I tried it for the first time. It was really good. So I got it with boysenberry ketchup. So the sausage is boysenberry flavored, but the bun isn't, but in sauce and ketchup. Yeah, I'm walking through the back of the park by Calico Rapids and Pony, which is testing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to ride it, but it is really, really crowded. Like, the crowds have increased dramatically, and it is noticeably more crowded. Oh, that's the refill station line. Oh gosh. Yeah, everything is just really long. I don't know. I think I'm out heading out soon. So I just finished the boysenberry sausage on a bun, and that was delicious. Like, that is definitely the best food I've had all day. It's just as good as I remember from it being last year. It's not too much of a boysenberry taste, so it's not like it's gonna be like fruity meat or something like that. It's more sausage, so it's just so flavorful. Like, the way that Knott's has it, it's amazing. The bun's really good. The ketchup is delicious. You get a little bit of a boysenberry taste, but it's not weird, like a weird combination of flavors. It's still really, really good. So, you know, I'm walking through Ghost Town. It's really hot. You know, I got my drink here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try more food items, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Through Ghost Town again. This is how crowded it is. There's a lot of people here. It's a little hard to walk, but not super crazy. The one thing I would have to complain about is that it took me a while to find drinks because with my refill dining or drink plan, I mean, I have the disposal cup, so I have to go in the line and get the disposal cup and go to the fountain, rather than just take the cup and go to the fountain. And all the lines to get drinks, even at the refill stations, were incredibly long. I finally found one that had a really short line, but when I went to go get Berry Punch, they were out. So, I mean, that's not a huge worry, but I just was kind of upset that all the lines were super long. Like, look at this. This is just for that. It's like at least 20-30 minutes, which, you know, especially in the sun, it's not super great. But alright, looks like I'm heading out right now. I got Accelerator in the background there. That's gonna be it for today. It's pretty crowded, actually. Like, really crowded. This is like one of the most crowded days I've ever seen it. But it was a pretty good day, actually. Definitely get here early if you're gonna want to get the rides done. Lines weren't super long till about 11, maybe 12. But like in the morning, the first hour, including our entry, there was no lines at all. So definitely take advantage of that. Same thing with food. Lines seem to be pretty long with the new boysenberry treats, so definitely do that early too. Other than that though, it's like there's not really much you can do about the crowds because they will be here every weekend. But other than that, you know, it's still a great time to come. You know, don't miss out on it. But yeah, I'm gonna see. Maybe get one more boysenberry thing on the way out. But other than that, that's gonna be it. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and tag that thumbs up in the underneath the video, and I'll see you next time.